Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to start a new tutorial on neural network construction using Keras. And so the structure of this tutorial would be that I first show you how to install everything, and then we build together some neural network projects. In this tutorial I will use Windows, and you can also use Linux or Mac, so everything will work. But in my case I will just use Windows, and for Windows you need to use the command line. And then it's kind of a hierarchy thing that Keras built on Tensorflow, and Tensorflow built on Python. So we will use first install Python, and then Tensorflow, and then Keras. And for Python, there's a nice thing that is called Anaconda. This is a package that contains Python as well as some of the useful Python libraries. And TensorFlow, you know that this neural network software can benefit from GPU acceleration. So I will also compile CPU version and GPU version of TensorFlow and show you the difference of the performance. And then we can build some neural network projects. For example, fully linked neural network or convolutional network for image recognition. And then for Anaconda, as I said, this is a Python package with many useful libraries pre-installed, including NumPy, SciMP, and also the important Jupyter notebook, because we will be using this notebook to program as IDE. And then another nice thing for Anaconda is that it is basically a virtual environment and enables easy dependency control. For example, if we want to use both CPU version and GPU version of TensorFlow, what we can do is that we can build two separate environments in Anaconda, and install CPU version of CPU version and GPU version of TensorFlow separately in these two environments. And if you want to use the CPU version, we load one environment and do the calculation. If you want to use the GPU version, you can load another environment for the calculation. So this is very handy. And then for TensorFlow, this is one of the basic languages of neural network programming. It defines the forward propagation and backward propagation of different matrices. But this is kind of a low-level language, and it is advanced for people who just want to use a neural network or who just started learning a neural network. So this is something like the manual mode of your camera. You have full control, but it is not easy to start with. So that's why I recommend that we go directly to Keras. This is the Keras built upon TensorFlow. So it used TensorFlow as the basically the engine, and it is easy to use, and you can construct a powerful neural network with just a few lines of code. And this is something like the auto mode of your camera. You can make good pictures, very nice pictures, with just one click. So just as an example, if you want to construct a neural network, fully connected neural network with input layer of 784 input neurons and 1024 neurons in the hidden layer and 10 neurons in the output layer, what you can do is that you can define the model as the sequential model and add the hidden layer of 1024 neurons, and the input dimension is 784, so you don't have to define the input layer, but it is included in the first hidden layer, and initialization and activation is ReLU function. And then you add the second layer, that is the output layer, which has 10 neurons, and also initialization, and this activation is softmax activation, which is for the categorization problem. And then you compile the model, define the loss, define the optimizer, and then train the model with model.fit. And this is the x and y of the train data, and you split the split the data set to be training set and development set, and let it train for 10 steps. And this is the mini batch size. So everything is defined in these 5 lines of code, and with this just 5 lines of code, you can already define the neural network and train neural network. And you can see later that if you want to add some convolution layer or some dropout layer, it is the same code. It's just 1 line add, maybe here conv 2D or max pooling 2D or dropout. Yeah, okay. So now you see that it's very Keras is very powerful. You can use a very simple code to already start quite difficult neural network construction. So in next videos, I will show you how to install Anaconda and set up everything in Windows, and then install Tensorflow, both CPU and GPU version, and install Keras. And then I will go on with some example projects and also show you the difference in performance of the CPU version and GPU version of TensorFlow. Okay, so I thank you for watching. If you like my video, I would appreciate your support by pressing like or subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you next time.